Hi, my name is Cora, and I'm doing my poetry project on Edmund Spenser. Now, I already did a biography, a video that was about 3 minutes long, and I'm going to show that during class, but so this video is just focusing on his poetry. Now I'm going to analyze 3 poems. The poems include a hymn in honor of love, a hymn of heavenly beauty, and a hymn of heavenly love. So basically what you can take from each of these titles is a hymn, and that kind of takes you back to like the Christian reference. Hymns were like a lot of times biblical, like songs, praise God, and like things that you love. So I'm taking that Edmund Spenser just by going from his titles was a holy man. And going more deep into it, a hymn in honor of love, and then a hymn of heavenly beauty of love. And you can obviously tell he has a great admiration for love. Whenever I read about the poems and analyze them even further, you can tell by the way he writes, the way he goes about writing his poems, that he likes love. Like, he is a man who wants to find love, who is after love, and that's something that he wants. So, I'm going to start reading in honor of love. I'm just going to read the first 2 stanzas, because all the poems are like stories, but in a poem form. Kind of like how Shakespeare did it, like with Romeo and Juliet. His poems were long, even though those were stories. So I'm going to read a hymn in honor of love. Love that long since hast to thy mighty power perforce subdued my poor captivated heart, and raging now therein with restless dour, dost tyrannize in every weaker part. Fain would I seek to ease my bitter smart by any service I might do to thee, or aught that else might to thee pleasing be. And now to sway the force of this new flame, and make thee more propitious in thy need, I mean to sing the praises of thy name, and thy victorious conquest to read, by which thou madest many hearts to bleed, of mighty victors with wide wounds imbrued, and by thy cruel darts to thee subdued. The poem continues to go on. He talks about how mighty of a power love is. It's a hymn in honor of love, and honor, I'm going to go more into the title and honor, because the poem, it really, the title has a lot of meaning with the poem. It talks about honoring love, about how love is not something that comes along every day, and that it's something to fight for. It talks about victors in stanza 2, almighty victors with wide wounds and bruised. Like, we get hurt from love, but there are victors. There are those people that come on top that actually find love and find the love that they want to spend the rest of their life with. It also talks about love that long since has to thy mighty power. It talks about how love is a power that overcomes it. Later on in the poem, he talks about God and how He's created us to love, and how great God of might that reigneth in the mind, and how He of youth wants and breed. He wants us to find love. God does. So it kind of goes back to that whole thing. Edmund is a very holy man, and he believes that in love, and love is a godly thing. It's a godly aspect. To love someone, you have to have God in your heart. So Edmund really clarifies that to the readers, to everyone. So to continue on with a hymn of heavenly beauty, this goes into beauty, how it talks about how it's more than just an outside aspect, an inside aspect as well. So I believe the first 2 stanzas of hymn of heavenly beauty as well. Wrapped with the rage of mine own ravished thought, through contemplation of those godly sights and glorious images in heaven wrought, whose wondrous beauty, breathing the sweet delights, do kindle love and high conceit of sprites. I fain to tell the things that I behold, but I feel my wits to fall and tongue to fold. Vouchsafe then, O thou most almighty sprite, from whom all gifts of wit and knowledge flow, to shed into my breast the sparkling light of thine eternal truth, that I may show some little beams to mortal eyes below that immortal beauty, there with thee, which in my weak besotted mind I see. Continues to go on to talk about his mom, about beauty, and how it's not just on the outside of beauty. It talks about the goddess. It mentions goddess later on in the poem, gazeful eyes to feed, the goddess, and it talks about how when you think of something of beauty, most of the time we focus on what's on the outside. But he goes in more into what's on the inside, the eternal fountain of that heavenly beauty. Heavenly beauty meaning that it's heavenly. To be heavenly, you have a good soul. So to have that heavenly beauty, you have a good soul. You have a pure soul, and you're just nice inside and out. You're beautiful. But fill my lips to fail and tongue to fold. It's talking about how, a lot of times we say things that we don't mean, and you have to get past that to move on and to focus just on the beauty. So it just continues to talk about how God has a plan for us, and wrap His rage mind and lavish thoughts. We need to focus less on what we feel and focus on how we can, contemplate and think before we speak. And it's it all ties into being what beauty means. It's meaning of heavenly beauty, about not focusing on what's on the outside, but what's focusing on the inside, and how you can affect other people, and how words and things that you say, how they can change other people. He uses great amount of imagery as well throughout his poems. And this one specifically because we see whose wondrous beauty, breathing sweet delights, to kindle love and high concluded sprites. He used to talk about beauty as a sprite, like it's something that no man or mortal can accomplish. From all gifts of wit and knowledge flow, to shed into my breast some sparkling light. He adds imagery so you get a better view of what beauty is inside. He captivates his readers and draws them in with his descriptions of beauty. He really makes you feel like it's beautiful. That what's on the inside is truly beauty. And we can take what's on the inside and then put it what's on the outside and kind of imagine someone that's beautiful that's also on the inside. Finally, the hymn is a hymn of heavenly love. And it goes back, kind of ties in with the first one, the hymn in honor of love. This is the hymn of heavenly love. It's kind of the same thing of heavenly beauty, going back to that godly aspect, and heavenly love, love that is smiled upon by God. Okay. Love lifts me up upon thy golden wings, from this base world unto thy heaven's height, where I may see those admirable things which there thou workest by the sovereign might, very above evil reach of earthly sight, that I thereof and heavenly hymn may sing unto the God of love, high heaven's King. May lewd lay, who is me the more, in praise of that mad bit which fools call love. I haven't the threat of youth made heretofore, that in light wits did lose affection made. But all those follies now I do reprove, and turned half the tenor of my string, the heavenly praises of true love to sing. You can see in this that he really believes in love, and how, at the end, the very last sentence of the second stanza, the heavenly praises of true love to sing. How true love, it's wonderful. It's something not every person has. It talks about fools, how it's something you have to risk. You have to risk for it. It's not just something you have to work for it. It's something that not every person has, but you want to have. You want to accomplish true love. But it says, love lifts me up upon my golden wings. That goes back to that imagery, how you picture kind of like a heavenly image. When I think of golden wings, I think of angels. And how it's lifting you up, love lifts you up out of the darkest hole you can be in. And it kind of gives you that light on earth. God's heavenly light. And how love is like a light. He says later that in light, which did lose affection move. How love is light, and how it gives us something to look forward to on earth. I really think that Edmund was a holy man just by his poems. He talks about that I thereof and heavenly hymn may sing, God of love, high heaven's king, the heavenly praises of true love to sing. It's just, there's countless evidence that Edmund was a holy man, that he believed in God. Now it's just something that God smiles upon, that he wants each one of us to find. And I think that's a lot of what Edmund Spenser's trying to prove. He wants us to see that, see what he sees. So it later goes to talking with about how it's also greedy, vain desire to read my fault and wondering at my flame. But in the end, love can overcome that. Love is not greed. Love is not wrong. But love is pure. It is heavenly. And that's the overall goal of this poem, I believe. So Edmund is trying to prove that love is amazing. Basically, and to put it in simple terms, love can accomplish anything you want it to. And that with God by your side, anything is possible. Edmund is clearly a holy man from all three poems, just by the titles. All the titles have to do with what the poem is about. Like some titles that we read in your classes before. You see, the titles really don't have anything to do with the poem. It seems like you might think it's something else. But with his poems, he makes it obvious. Then and there, he's a holy man, and he believes in God, and that God is beauty, God is love. And I think that says a lot about his character. So, those are the three poems, and thank you.